Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Check, look at it. Silver.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down, Vikings. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, it's Cousins. Now they go screen, it's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a run with McCaffrey. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Off play action. Newton rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's see what you got.
Cousins now. Open here, Adam Thielen. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Sherrill's on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Go, defense.
On play action, Cousins. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike.
They'll run with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Vikings 14, Panthers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this trip. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone. It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early. What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that? Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done. Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cousins now from the 50. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Let's go. A huge play there. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run. Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over. Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
they need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Vikings' 1st down.
Cousins now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Cousins now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some space here. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught at the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Next the score, Vikings 42, Panthers 13.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You got nothing in there. You got nothing.
Again, it's Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Wait that.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, They had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run on first down. Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They come out here in the I. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it. Big hit.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Cook, and he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Clyde. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Panthers' 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They run it again with Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Come on, D.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Already killed it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.